Moose and I are back again for another Southern Staples video. Thanks for tuning in, and I encourage you to subscribe if you haven't already. Thanks, and y'all have a great day. Hi y'all, welcome back to Southern Staples. Today we'll be making a great basic hollandaise sauce. Now, hollandaise sauce is one of my favorite sauces. You can use it over eggs benedict, which is my favorite brunch or breakfast recipe to make. Or you can use it over steamed asparagus, lots of different options. With salmon, it's also great. So anyway, don't be intimidated by it. I always used to kind of be a little bit scared to make it. But as I say, if you mess up, nobody will know. Just try it out. Why not? So what we're going to start with, this is kind of a makeshift double boiler. I'm sure a lot of y'all have just a basic like 2-3 quart pot, and then also your saucepan too. Mine just happens to fit over pretty well. I have my heat over medium, and as you can see, my water is kind of at a low simmer. This is important because if you make your hollandaise over direct heat, your egg yolks will actually cook, and you don't really want them to do that. This is just supposed to be a nice egg yolk and butter based sauce, which is excellent in my opinion. So today, these are kind of our key players. You need some unsalted butter, eggs. If you have farm fresh or local, that'll be even better, or farm fresh or local butter. You're gonna need kosher salt. I happen to have some sea salt, ground pepper, a lemon, and cayenne pepper. So let's get started. What we're gonna do is over the double boiler, I'm gonna take 3 egg yolks. So I have 2 bowls, and I will just break these and separate out the yolks. I found a good trick for that is to just pass the yolk back and forth between both sides of your eggshell. Let your that separate, and then just remove just your egg yolk in the center. And then, you know, you can keep the egg white for something else that you want to make in your kitchen. You don't have to just necessarily call it waste. So let's just separate these egg yolks out. As you can hear my golden doodle Moose in the background, he likes to help out in the kitchen, I guess. So we're gonna just take these. Just pass them back and forth. There you go. And put these in. And then you're also going to need 12 tablespoons of unsalted butter. I suggest that you also need your whisk. I suggest personally to use softened room temperature butter. So what I'm going to do is just kind of slice it off. And I would suggest stirring after adding about every 2 to 3 squares of your butter with your whisk, just so that it keeps. My water's gotten a little hot, so just turn it down as you go if the same thing happens to you. I'm going to actually remove mine from the water. I had my water up a little too high. If that happens to you, you can actually add in a little bit of water. And actually, I'm just going to scoop off a little warm water from below and add that, and that will kind of help it to loosen back up again. And like I said, you know, this is kind of what happens in real life. So if it happens, just kind of go with the flow. Don't worry about it. It'll still end up tasting really, really good. And as long as your end product is good, that's all that matters. And that you're in the kitchen enjoying yourself, trying out a new thing. Like I said, 12 tablespoons. Now I had actually purchased these where these are the half sticks of butter. That wasn't really intentional. It's just kind of what I happen to have. And if you do use the softened butter, then that will make it kind of a smoother, creamier sauce. Like I said, just keep whisking. Whisking is important. And making sure your water does not get too hot. Evidently my stove's pretty warm today. And just slowly add in all of that butter. And like I said, this makes a great sauce. You do need to use it within about 20 to 30 minutes of you making it. So this is kind of a last minute thing. Because you do want it to be fresh and smooth, and since it does have the yolk and the butter. Moose sounds pretty excited for the hollandaise sauce. I think we have the same taste. Just kind of lift up, you know, to kind of gauge how hot your water is. And see, we're getting a really nice, smooth sauce. Just keep whisking, so it all blends well together. And as you can see, this is really going well, and we will be adding it to our Eggs Benedict. Like I said, try it over steamed asparagus or smoked salmon. Stuffed chicken with hollandaise sauce would be great as well. Okay. It's looking really great. And then now what we're going to do is we're going to add about a teaspoon of lemon. And if you have fresh lemons, that's really what I suggest. I don't think I would use the prepackaged bottle of lemon that you get at the store. And you want about a teaspoon of lemon. So if you have a fresh lemon, that's about a half a lemon. You can squeeze it right into your sauce. I'm always a little hesitant to do that because if a seed were to go in there, you know, if you have one of those fancy lemon presses, then by all means use that. I just squeeze it right over. You're going to add your half teaspoon, or actually, I'm sorry, your teaspoon of fresh lemon. And then also a half teaspoon of salt. And then also some fresh ground pepper. I just like how fresh ground looks. And then also a pinch of cayenne pepper to give you just a great, great flavor. Stir that. And another way to check too that this is really blended with a spoon. If you make a line, that's really, really looking good. And that's it. So there you have it, a basic hollandaise sauce. Don't be scared, just jump right in. As you can see, it takes just a few basic ingredients like butter, eggs, cayenne pepper, salt, regular pepper, and a lemon. So not too bad, and your guests will be raving, and your family will love it too. Thanks so much for tuning in to Southern Staples. If you haven't already subscribed to my channel, please do so, and also invite your friends and family. Thanks, and y'all have a great day.